Hello there, this is Red Joy, and this is the very first episode of Darktide and a Darktide run. I have never played this game before. Looks like I got some options. I can do Veteran, you can do a Zealot, you can do a Psyker, or I can do an Ogryn. So, I will tell you, I have always had an affinity for Psykers. But I want to check out the details, right? So, they get Unleash Psykinetic's Wrath, which unleashes a wave of warp energy that staggers enemies in front of me. Brain Burst, charge up psychic power, release it to deal high damage to a single enemy. It's effective against flak and carapace armored enemies. Quickening, which is plus 7.5% cooldown rates for us and our allies, and they are particularly good at using 4 swords and 4 staves. So these seem to be melee-based characters, right? Let's take a look at... I have heard that veterans are very difficult to use. Veterans get volley fire, get rage stance for 5 seconds, 25% damage, and plus 25% weakened weak spot damage. Frag grenade. Replenish. They get combat shovels and plasma guns. Okay. Zealot. Zealots are fanatically pious warriors whose rage and fervor in the Emperor's name leads them to places those of lesser faith would fear to tread. Ugh. I promise I can read. I promise. Just not well. Apparently. Chasing the Wicked. They get a stun grenade. They get plus 5. Plus 7.5% toughness damage reduction for you and your allies in coherency. We're gonna be ending up doing like a we're gonna end up doing the intro anyway. So there's that. And the Ogryn. I've heard the Ogryn is great for beginners because they have a huge amount of toughness. Here's the downside, right, that I see with the Ogryn, is the fact that if they are so tough, then it's going to poison my experience with the other 3. I don't think I'm going to go into combat and not actually do it right. So, with Bull Rush, basically charging them, getting a little extra speed, the big old box of grenades. Intimidating presence, and then mean damage while reviving. Assisting allies no longer interrupts you. You get slab shields and grenadier gauntlets. So all of these look great. I'm gonna go with Psyker. I'm gonna do the Psyker bit to start the game. And do keep in mind, I am by no means great at first-person shooters. So, the home world. Mobian Domain is full of established worlds, burgeoning settlements, and far-flung colonies. Even though you've been on the move for some time, there's still one place you can call home. So it gives you kind of like how you end up starting. So, Crucis, considered the second world of the Mobian Domain, Crucis is a large shrine world and a popular destination for pilgrimage. So it's like it's equivalent of like an imperial world. Messalina Gloriana, a heavily forested moon that serves as a minor shrine world. Messalina Gloriana has few resources and low population, but it is strategically important since the fall of nearby Comaris. Roseria, a small agri-world that produces intensely farmed and mass-harvested grain crops. Roserians are the butt of many jokes, considered backward by other Mobians, and yet they are hardworking and honest to a fault. So they're like kind of, agri-world. They're like kind of like peasants. I'm just gonna adjust this slightly. Branx Magna, a thriving industrial world. Branx Magna is the most densely populated in the Mobian domain. It's teeming billions, manning its continent-spanning manufactorums night and day. So basically, this is an industrial world. It's like a hive. Incron, an oceanic world. The populace of Incron inhabit vast hive islands. Incron is the Mobian domain's main naval depot. Cadia, formerly the Imperium's most famous fortress world, its fall marked the beginning of the Era Dominis, the Dark Imperium, and it's like rubble. It's been destroyed from the look of it. Mornax, a small, grim mining world known for its hellish conditions, which produce a famously hardy and dour populace. And finally, Pavane. Relatively newly colonized, Pavane is already a self-sustaining world rich in natural resources whose population is expanding quickly. I think this is the one, right? Because the way I see Pavane is it's kind of like a almost like it's a fresh world, right? That's getting started. It's almost like a not quite a feral world, but a low technology world. All right, childhood. One's experience is defined by childhood experience, or so they say. Like so many others in the grim darkness of the 41st millennium, you had a tough upbringing. But unlike many, you got through it, with the scars to prove it. Militia lackey, depressed youth of a planetary militia rarely achieve any rank, nor garner any glory. If they're lucky, they might learn some survival skills while serving as trench runners or ammo monkeys. Mind Thrall, a place at the Imperial Orphanage, does not come cheap. These orphans, deemed fit and able, are sent to the mines where they toil at back-breaking work to pay off their debts to their generous benefactors. Hive Urchin. Hive Urchins are orphans that eke out a living among the Hablocks, earning a scant living by serving a variety of roles, such as thieves, runners for local gangs, sumplarks, and scavs. Algae Farmer. Algae farmers can be found across the Imperium, growing large quantities of sludgy plant matter in industrial-scale vats. Once processed, algae provides a plentiful, if foul-tasting, source of nutrition for the burgeoning Imperium. And finally, Dredger. Occupying the lowest rung on the Factorum ladder, dredgers are laborers whose work promises grueling shifts and thankless toil in exchange for little more than minimum rations and a secure place to sleep. I think Algae Farmer. I could see any one of these. I like Hive Urchin because it's kind of like more dexterous, more sneaky. Militia Lackey is more of okay, you're used to combat, you're used to fighting. Actually, I think I'm gonna go with Hive Urchin. I don't quite fit with the new world that I'm on, but growing up, there aren't many options for folk like you growing up, but you had to find a way to overcome the trials of your youth by fair means or foul. To escape to the waste. I like this one already. The needs of an Imperium exact a heavy toll on the mass industry, creating waste. Vast dead zones are often home to outcast mutants. For a psyker, makes sense, right? but also attract settlers who dream of freedom beyond the hides imposing walls. Isolated, the arbitrary bureaucratic decrees of the Adeptus Ministratum can draft or displace the populace of an entire hablock, often for no discernible reason. Sounds like a typical government. Self-reliance. I like this one too. Even the most civilized sectors of the Mobian domain are subject to all manner of threats from mutants, rogue psychers, cultists, and more. In a dog-eat-dog world, the lower hives, everyone must find a way to navigate these myriad perils. Forged by toil, the Imperium is built upon the backs of strong laborers who man mines, farms, and farms, and loading docks throughout the galaxy. Some never know life beyond the backbreaking toil, growing strong beneath the arduous demands of their overseers. That's like a laborer, hardcore laborer. Grinding toil. And the Imperium and the Praetorians care only about output. If the workers die due to overwork or lack of safety conditions, then so be it. More workers are readily available as grist from a mill. As long as the Imperium endures, no sacrifice is too great. Just like the factories of the 1800s. Better than farms. Outcast! Imperial citizens are taught to hate and fear mutants and witches in such an atmosphere. Any who show even a minor, inexplicable malady are avoided like a plague, or even ostracized by their communities. I like that too. Visions. It's possible to make a living telling fortunes in the seedy underbelly of Mobian society, but such is the mistrust of witches that it is only a matter of time before the unsanctioned use of psychic powers is reported. I feel like this is specifically for psychers, but kind of like either outcast or escape to the wastes. I like escape to the wastes. Defining moment. You've been through a lot. The struggle you call life demanded it. But through all the hardships and triumphs, one incident stands out in your memory, which has shaped you more than anything. Versus a spell of madness. Unsanctioned psychers are considered to be the most dangerous threat to the Imperium, and they are ruthlessly hunted. Some go on to be pressed into service in the Scholasta Psychiana, but for most, a darker fate awaits. Declared a witch, unsanctioned psychers are rounded up and handed over to the Adeptus Astra Telepathica, where their fate is decided. Most are either selected for training by the Scholasta Psychiana or sent on the black ships to feed the Astronomicon. Black ships. Rogue psychers, often called witches, that are not slain outright, are either sent to the Emperor's table via the black ships, or taught to control their powers under the gloomy regime of the Scholasta Psychiana. Mutant incident. Whether warped by genetic defect or chaos taint, mutants are reviled by the Imperium. Most Imperial agencies teach intolerance of the mutant as key tenet, and see mutation as a curse that leads only to corruption. Psychic awakening. Psychers, often called witches, are mutants who use their minds to draw power from the warp to perform supernatural feats. Many are blissfully unaware of the power within until they experience a psychic awakening, after which they are often shunned from society, or even hunted by the Scholasta Psychiana. I feel like that's the whole premise behind what happened with. Do you remember that RTS game, Soulstorm? That's the whole premise behind that. So one of the guardsmen basically was just like normal dude who had a psychic awakening and opened up a what you call it, a warp storm. That's the right word. Couldn't think of the right word. Okay. Let's see. Citizens. I'm, by the way, guessing that my fan is going like crazy. So I do apologize if this is really loud. If my fan is really, really, really loud, I do apologize about that. I'm sure that it is going like crazy. But you know what? You're all gonna have to deal with it. Captured citizens and loyal defenders of the Imperium understand there are many worse fates than death. For some, there's no nightmare like being captured by cultists, rival gangers, or even foul Xenos, where they're taken for study, hard labor, or interrogation. The results are always grim. Finally, the voices. In most occupations, hearing voices would be considered a sign of madness. However, some members of the Ecclesiarchy and the Scholastica Psychiana, such as members, are a source of inspiration. So some messages are a source of inspiration. For they are perhaps a sign of the Blessed Communion with the God Emperor. Let's see, I kind of like Mutant Incident. Okay, so yeah, so we can play around with the color of how they look. I kind of want to create a Psyker that was a bit like mine when I played Dark Heresy, where basically he had like no hair. Hairstyles, nothing. Facial hair, nothing. He also had no scars. He like part of his genetics were that he had no hair to him. He was a biomancer, which meant that he could like shape his face any way he wanted it to, but he was also kind of creepy. I think that's pretty good. Eye color. Oh. Yeah, that's cool looking. Look at that. He's a freak. Alright, face tattoos, no. Body tattoos, no. Scars, no. Height. You got no reason to be a tall dude. Alright. I like it. Alright. Personality. Life choice. So I'm not going to read all the way through these.
I should have known the enforcers would not tolerate me forever. My skills, they valued, but my nature, that they despised. I was a convenience, one who could rule troops they could not. Who could follow a trail of evidence like a shining patsy when all others remained blind to its existence. And royalties was not in return. That I brought closure to the grieving, and the guilty to the penitent's pyre was my reward.
So I really like that. That's very close to what my character in Dark Heresy was. He was basically this like, he was basically like a doctor who used biomancy to kind of like, he also had medical training, so he could kind of like actually do medicine, but like if he couldn't solve it, he could actually heal people with his psychic powers. It was really kind of fascinating. But the thing was that his brain was a little off, and he was just happy-go-lucky all the time. In Dark Millennium, it was kind of weird, right? It was like seeing this super abnormal personality. So,
insist that I am not to worry. That the dream and everything within it will unfold precisely as it should. I'm sure it will.
Okay, so that's closer to the personality, but this is like the savant is closer to like the way he saw himself. He saw himself as like a servant. Let's see the loner.
It seems that no matter how low I set my expectations, it can always get worse. A lifetime spent in the mire, hiding from the rich seekers and the bigots in the most desolate places the Imperium of Man has to offer. Forced to sell my incomparable skills to smugglers, hive gatherers, bounty hunters, and all their block-headed ilk merely to survive. Alas, such has always been the way for my kind. If we are not slain out of hand, dissected, drafted, or dragged aboard unmarked vessels never to be seen again.
No, that just wouldn't work for my character. I think the seer is the best.
I'd like to wake up now.
My sentence. This is where your life journey has gotten you. You're a prisoner of the Imperium, convicted. So let's see. Oh, okay. So disobedience. Oh, so this is kind of just telling the different types. So, misplaced faith, insubordination, sedition, or dereliction of duty. I think insubordination, I think, is the one that would be closest to him. Sedition, he's not disrespectful. He's actually really kind of nice. But insubordination, maybe he just either maybe he was implied that he was insubordinate. So we'll go with that. Plus, I like the color red. Well, that's his name. He's gonna die a lot, I think. Eli Noble's a little on the nose. I'm actually gonna go with no. Eli Noble is great. That's who he was in the game. That's who I'm playing him as now. And if anybody asks any questions, he's a biomancer. He can do whatever he wants. Uh-oh. Name validation. Please make sure name contains a minimum of 3 characters. And only use alphabetical. No bueno. Noble. We'll try that. And yes, I do want to play the prologue. I have a few comrades who are waiting for me on Discord, so I'm going to try doing this as quickly as possible. Emperor knows. The Emperor is watching. Sedition begins with a lack of faith. The foolish trust in luck. The wise trust in the Emperor. Persecute, punish, persist.
Prisoners all secure, ma'am.
I'll check for myself if you don't mind.
Of course, ma'am. But do be wary. Every one of them's a filthy heretic.
That's not true.
That one certainly is.
Ooh. Gross.
Keep him intact. No accidents. My master wants to interrogate him as soon as we reach the hive.
Of course, ma'am. On my life.
This one, however.
Makes you wonder why we even bother shipping trash like that. Save a lot of data slate work just to process the execution notice now.
What do you say, criminal? Shall I put you out of your misery?
Well, gosh, I don't think that's a good idea.
Be quiet. Well, nothing to say?
This is
That's spot on.
I'll just let you out now then.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
Prove that.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
We're boarded!
Sounds like you guys need some medical attention. Whoa. No, shoot the bomb guy! Shoot the bomb guy! Oh, they're totally messing everything up.
Come with us, brother. We have a way out. What do we do about that one?
Nothing. The boxers will be here to feed soon enough.
Oh. So, yeah, that'll be neat. Alright, I have a shovel.
Oh, I don't like it down here, beloved. Beloved? Why won't you speak to me?
I got a lot of stuff. What the hell? Movement, okay. Okay. I got a lot of stuff.
Horrible. What is that?
I don't know, but I just won. Being a biomancer, you're normally going to have a bit of physical ability. Well, you can shape your physical ability. Hi, guys! You know, guys, this plan didn't really work out for you, did it? But you can try again next time. Climb up the ladder. Escape the cell block. What does this button do? Nothing? Okay. Heretic. Oh my. Okay, so
At last, beloved. I hear your voice in the sirens. No, I shan't give up. I promise.
sorry, buddy. Ow! Okay, so that hurt.
Are you still alive?
Barely.
Where are my carting reinforcements? Security stations are overrun. We'll have to hold them in prisoner containment.
Okay, can I recharge my shields anywhere? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. What does that sign say? There's only the Emperor. He has a shield. You know what? Gosh, gee willikers, that sounds great. The Emperor is my shield. I can do anything. Oh god, I'm tired. I win. You lose. Security checkpoint. Well, I'm gonna follow the directions. This says this way. What's down here? Hi, guys!
The elevator's still working, beloved. Oh, how nice, I think.
Okay, well, maybe? Oh, there we go. There we go. This, by the way, feels a lot like an actual ship in the Imperium. All right, who needs medical attention? Clearly you do. That's a gun.
Great. Come for blood too, criminal?
Man, my eyes look so freaking cool. That is not... No. Eli Noble would not do that.
You said you were a loyal servant of the throne.
Oh, you remembered. Gosh, gee willikers.
I did.
Eli Noble would not have actually pulled the knife out. Medically, that is not what you're supposed to do. Alright. This is the part of the game that I am not so great at.
Finding cover.
Stormraptor, urgent extraction requested. The traitors have overrun the ship.
Confirmed. Stormraptor inbound.
I'm giving you a chance. Cross me and you're dead. You understand, criminal?
Sure.
Yes, Ted is so very fine.
Stormraptor Zola. Coming in hot. Into the elevator.
Understood.
Let's see. Guessing we want to go up the stairs. Dum da dum dum da la la da. Hi, handsome. Hi, guys. Damn it, Zola, you're not supposed to get in the way of the shots.
You're actually not bad at this.
See, beloved? She isn't that bad.
We jump down, I guess? Reach the Stormraptor. Okay. Ow! Alright. Looks like we're gonna live. I like living. Dying is inconvenient. Ho ho ho, hi big fella. Oh, and lady with a hammer.
Miss Susie, get us the hell out of here!
Stand by, Zola. The guidance is out. I need a minute to recalibrate.
Great.
Purge the heretics. So, do I get to use my psychic powers, or am I just like... Yo. Okay.
Miss Susie, you done any time soon?
Still alive out there. Guidance is weak, so we're out of here.
Well, gosh, gee
You
willikers.
coming or not?
I'd love to.
You helped me. Maybe I can help you. No promises. You'll probably wind up dead.
Well, dead's
I was
bad.
dead anyway.
Very poetic. Just don't tell anyone I let an escaped prisoner save my life. Or you'll be more than dead.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Bye-bye. Yeah, they took over a ship. Death before defilement. The Imperium was founded on the blood of martyrs. Strength of humanity is the Emperor. Seek not justice, but vengeance. Alright. Don't let me down.
Welcome to the Morning Star. Inquisitor Grendel's void ship, and you're home from now until you're no longer of use to us. Report to the Strategium at once. And don't make me regret sparing your life.
Well, okay. Well, I guess. Alright, so this is a good little introduction. In a few minutes, I'm going to actually... Well, I'll go through this cutscene, figure out what the heck I'm doing.
So, the next step, before we can...
Is this kind of no-over the best we can recruit these days?
This one could be useful. Claims to be a loyal servant of the throne.
Sounds great.
This
I'm
is...
Sergeant Major Morrow. You're fresh meat. Mission briefings come through me. Let's see what you can do.
All right. Get to the Psychania.
impressed. No wonder she recommended you for further training.
Alright.
Welcome to the meat grinder. Everything here may feel real, but don't worry. You won't get hurt. Not unless you anger Persephone. Don't be alarmed by my little puppets, but do shoot them, or hit them, a lot, with whatever weapon takes your fancy. They won't feel it. They're not real. They exist only so that you can learn more about me and about the weapons you carry. Stay as long as you like. Stephanie likes the company and the taste of your bloodlust.
Alright. Guessing I can do like a training.
Will be your light in this shadowy world.
Alright, again, the Devil's Claw sword and a last pistol. Got it! Hatred steals our resolve. The tomb of the martyr is the keystone of the Imperium. Duty is its own reward. Faith and zeal can defeat all foes. Zeal is its own excuse.
This is the Psychonium, a place of torture. I mean, training. Shall we start?
Okay.
You can chain light or heavy attacks in any order. Chained attacks have different angles of attack and damage properties.
Slice and dice.
Some weapons have a powerful special attack. Others have a special ability that changes their next attack.
Okay. What on earth? Charge sword. How do I charge sword? How do I charge my sword? It's got a little 5 next to the sword. That's a great question. I don't know what the 5 is. Okay, I'm trying the middle button now. Don't know what that is. I don't know what 5 is. I honestly don't know what 5 is. I don't know how to do a charged attack. I can do normal attack, but I can't do a 5 attack. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. I honestly don't know how to do this. Is there... I hate it when games do this. It's like, tell me what button to actually push so I can do the thing. Right? They say at the bottom of the screen, they say charge sword, it's click 5. 5, I don't know what that is. I do not know what that is. Am I supposed to push a button? I mean, look here. I hate it when games do this shit. When they say 5, button 5, I don't know what that means. Tagging wheel. Okay, that's great. Tagging wheel, good. F is ability. Blitz action. We'll try that. I don't know what that is. Wield next weapon. Scroll up, scroll down. Quick wield. Maybe 5 plus attack? No. No. I'm like totally missing it. I don't know what they want me to do. I don't know what that is. Okay, I'm gonna just try pushing random things. I'm pushing 5 right now, not doing anything. Pushing F5, that's not doing anything. So when you have a symbol at the bottom, this is good for game developers. When you have a symbol at the bottom, you need to explain what that is. Because I have no idea what that is. Alright. This is a massive waste of my time. A massive waste of my time. I'm sure this is really kind of cool and really impressive, but like, I can't use this. I can't use this ability. I can't use this ability because yeah, I can't use this ability at all because it doesn't say what I'm supposed to use it for. So let me push every button that I have. It's 1. Yeah, there's nothing on here. Push 1 plus tab. If I click 5 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe if I hold it for 5 seconds, 1, 2, 3. 1. Doesn't actually tell you what it does. It does not actually tell you how to actually use this weapon. I don't know what charged sword means. I don't know what. How do you charge your sword? Is there a button I'm missing on my keyboard? This is really annoying. I really hate this. I hate it when games do this. It's annoying as shit. And like, the worst part is I'm sure that there are people who are playing this game who are like, yeah, dude, you just need to do blah, 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 blah. And I don't know what it is. It really annoys the crap out of me. And I'm like, I hate this. I really do. Five. Cheer. No, no. Nope, that's not it. I'll try running. No. Try alt. Nope. Try crouching. Nope. There's no... How do I do this? Maybe there's like something in the controller I'm supposed to do? Can't stand this shit. Cannot stand this. It's really friggin' annoying. There's nothing on here. Weapon special options. What is this? What is 5? I'm gonna clearly change that. It's primary and secondary. Makes sense. Left, right button. There is no 5 button on my mouse. I do not have a 5 button on my mouse. That's fine. Let me see if there's anything here. Tagging wheel, look at that. Tactical overlay. Does Q have anything? What is Q? Q is quick wheeled. Okay. How about F? Is that anything? F is something. F is ability. Okay. How about R is reload button? How about Z? Is Z anything? Here. Okay. Z officially is the new. Alright. Oh, see, that's so cool. That is so friggin' awesome. Okay. That is so friggin' awesome. Cool.
Pushing can stagger groups of enemies. Pushing requires stamina.
That's block. Okay. Okay, so hold block. Okay.
Psychers always have access to psychic abilities in combat. Psychic abilities build peril. Too much peril is lethal. Meditate to quell your peril.
Alright. Okay, it's a good principle. I like that. It's a cool ability.
Use your combat ability to unleash a shockwave that knocks enemies back and removes all peril.
Alright.
Dodging allows you to evade range fire and melee attacks.
There we go. Neato.
Enemy attacks initially damage your toughness. Once your toughness is broken, they damage your health. Additionally, enemy attacks will stagger and stun you if you have no toughness. Killing enemies in melee replenishes toughness. Each nearby teammate also grants toughness regeneration.
Alright. Oh, you're my ally. Oops.
That marks the end of basic training. You are now ready to serve. Should you wish to further hone your knowledge, you can undertake advanced training.
Perch Emperor! We do not flinch from death. A suspicious mind is a healthy mind. Blessed be the subjugator. Honor the craft of death.
Okay. Nice. Okay, so now cosmetics. Well, isn't that neat? Oh, isn't that sweet? It's because I bought the special Emperor version. Yeah, no. Accessories. No. Okay. All right. Okay, so with that, I think I'm gonna call it a day. I'll do probably a couple of practice matches before I start anything too crazy, but apologies for my frustration. I mean, like, you'd think that they would actually have some sort of system where, like, they tell you what 5 mouse looks like. I spent freaking 10 minutes trying to figure that out. Stupid. So, fun game. Definitely get very much the feel of the Imperium. And, yeah, I get a good sense of helplessness. This is great. This is exactly what I want. So, way to go, everyone. And, I'll see you later. If you like what I do, leave the video a like. Leave the comment down below. Tell me how silly I'm being. And subscribe to the channel. With that, take care and good luck. We're all counting on you.